All right, let's go and get started. Howdy, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharkinbear, and welcome back to the channel, where today we're going to be checking out another Soulstone Survivor build guide. And this time, we're going to be checking out the Chaoswalker. But before we get started, I do want to take out the time and thank everyone for all the support of my videos so far. It's meant a lot to me seeing you guys checking out my videos for the first time. If you're here and you like the content, make sure you like and subscribe to the video. It means a lot to me. It really helps me out, makes my day, and makes me want to push the content out even faster. But enough of that. Let's get into the build guide. Today we're looking at the Chaoswalker, like I said before. One thing that I have a problem with the Chaoswalker when you're looking at it as a character as a total is that something kind of loses itself with here. The same thing with the Pyromancer. I feel like when you get into the other weapons, they don't really scream Pyromancer other than the third weapon. I mean, these Chaotic Inferno and Chaotic Eruption definitely still kind of have Pyro theme to them. But like Lightning Field and Overcharged Blast, Gathering Shadows, and Dark Swarm, that doesn't really scream Pyro to me. And it's kind of the same thing with the Chaoswalker. I feel like the identity of the Chaoswalker kind of loses itself after the first weapon. Maybe the third weapon, the Orbs of Destruction and Volcanic Eruption, could kind of be chaotic in their own way. But really, honestly, other than the main weapon that comes with Chaos abilities and the character's skills, I feel like everything beyond that, if you're not choosing Chaos, then you're not playing a Chaoswalker, right? That being said, it's hard to say that there is a build that isn't made better with for taking Manifestation of Chaos. Manifestation of Chaos might be easily one of the strongest Chaoswalker abilities in the game, and also just one of the strongest abilities in the game, full stop, period. This skill is incredibly strong. It's kind of one of those things, if you play Chaoswalker, you don't leave home without it. It does an insane amount of damage on its own right. It does 1 to 1,300 points of damage, and I believe it shoots out like 4 projectiles. You can multicast, do a whole bunch of stuff. It's awesome. But that being said, I kind of want to focus on something that would be fun, right? Something different. Something on itself seems kind of absurd, or like just absolutely like a meme build, but still works very efficiently. And that's when I came across something I'd never tried before and absolutely fell in love with it. So today we're going to be looking at Frenzied Bunnies. Now, this skill on its own, I believe, was added into the game as an Easter-themed type of ability. I'm not entirely sure, but there were other skills that were themed around like holiday stuff that were added into the game. Such as if you look at the Sentinel over here, you can see stuff like the Egg Shooter, or for Valentine's Day, you have the Heartbreak Orbs or the K-More's Arrow. And I believe there's even one for like Christmas, I think. Yeah, I think the Summon Helper Elves were kind of like a Christmas thing. That being said, I kind of never wanted to use Frenzied Rabbits. But by default, if you look at the damage and everything it can do, it's pretty awesome. So basically, Frenzied Rabbits just summons Frenzied Rabbits that explode on contact with enemy, causing damage, and applying Disarray. And the damage they cause is 1 to 1,600 points of damage, which is really strong considering they only have a 4-second cooldown, and they do a variable extra amount of damage between -4% and 20%. This stuff is insane. So we're going to make a full bunny build. I actually have not watched a lot of South Park, but all I kept on thinking is because of Disarray, maybe this could be like Butter's sidekick, and we're going to call this the General Disarray build. I know I don't give the build names in the title of the videos, or I don't say them out loud in the video very often, but I think this time I was kind of excited about telling you what I felt like this was. Also, for the weapon, the Skull of Draxus, which is what we're going to be using, gives us a 60% damage modifier and a 60% cast frequency. So it means we're going to be putting more bunnies out on the screen as more often than we can, but we're going to have a -20 power armor. As far as runes, our versatility runes we're going to be using today are Weapon Expert, Reroll, Mastery, and Endless Refill. That gives us 5 extra rerolls and 5 locks whenever we're portal somewhere. And for our Tenacity runes, we're taking Dash Mastery, don't leave home without it. Controlled Chaos, which basically rolls our random damage from our control spells, our Chaos spells, twice and takes the highest damage number out of them. Angular Focus, so we can, basically take as many options or versions of Bunny as we can. And Extra Help, that gives us an extra rabbit per our summons. Our skill tree goes, if you're not familiar with the Chaoswalker, the Chaoswalker's trait is Altar of Chaos. The Chaoswalker may now leech chaotic energy from fallen foes and offer the corruption to the Chaos Gods in exchange for random temporary powers. So essentially, dotted throughout the maps, you will find, anywhere from 4 to 5 different altars. As you kill enemies, you'll generate energy that you'll fill up on a bar that's divided into 4 segments. There are 4 eyes right above that, essentially. And if you go to one of these altars, you can channel that energy into those altars and fill up all 4 of those eyes. The more eyes you have filled up, the more damage you're doing all around, extra stuff. Oh, and also the last thing is our artifact power. Artifact power is called Affliction Orbs. Affliction Orb says orbs rotate around you, releasing projectiles, enemies that cause damage, and apply Disarray. So we're going to jump into, believe it or not, we're actually going to do Titan Hunt. The only reason why we're not going to do Titan Hunt is because I tried to record a Titan Hunt, and if you use the rabbits, and I haven't seen this in a very long time, it was actually chugging my game. I have a 4090. This game runs at like 300 plus frames easy. But I got to a Titan Hunt fight with Mezahit, the Scorpion Titan, and I was getting down to like 20 frames a second in that fight because of what Mezahit was doing and the rabbits, I guess. I'm not entirely sure, but the rabbits was most definitely causing it because that's all I had equipped on me. So we're going to do a normal Void Fields run, and I'm going to check a different map. Let's do Dungeons of Despair. And of course, we're doing at Curse 7 with Curse Intensity 62. So that's all the curses, everything available. If you like these kind of runs, you want to see more of it, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, let me know what you think of the gameplay, and let me know if you want to see a different character. Also, I didn't realize this one has a danger level of 14. I believe it's that makes enemies healthier, they deal more damage, attack faster, more movement speed. Okay, yeah, I don't care. Let's absolutely destroy everything. So by default, we do not have any rabbits. We're gonna have to pick them up, but there is a secret. We're not going to fill up on rabbits entirely. What I would realistically like to do is get rabbits for all of one skill, and the other alternate skill we're gonna grab momentarily is actually going to be Void, believe it or not. So let me go ahead and get rid of everything else here. If we get a rabbit first, that is fine. Just go ahead and vanishing stuff, get it out of the way. There's our first rabbit. We're going to pick that up. I also have my visibility turned down. We'll turn this back up just so you can see the graphics and effects and stuff like that. As you can see down there in the bottom right above my health bar, we do have our energy slowly filling up. And as we fill it up, we can go ahead and touch the Altar of Chaos that's situated around different sections. And already we got a legendary passive that gives us 2 additional rabbits per pass. That's awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and channel this Altar of Chaos and get at least 1 eye up and running. Looks like we already have our second instance of Frenzied Bunnies up, which is pretty nice. Our bunnies are gonna go out and they're gonna seek out and they're explode and deal a lot of damage. We're gonna do a damage increase even more so. And I might be tempted to run over to one of the corners. As you know, I tend to hang out in a corner whenever I'm doing all this, mostly because I figured that you actually are surrounded by walls a lot more often, and because whenever you're surrounded by walls, more enemies spawn at a given time. We are going to head over here to the top right and take out this shield tower, and then we'll turn our attention to the Void Lords themselves. Now the cool thing about the Frenzied Bunnies is because they spawn from us and they exploding immediately as soon as they die, they tend to have a shotgun effect and immediately just absolutely destroy Void Lord. And we did pick up our Void, which is nice, and the whole reason why we picked up Void is for this very reason. Whenever you have a specific elemental skill, you're guaranteed to find a passive that will give you that elemental effect on all your other skills at a chance. So in this instance, because we have Void, we now have the passive Fateful Strikes. All your attacks may now apply Doom. Doesn't matter if we get rid of Void whatsoever, we're now offered this. As soon as we take it, now all of our skills have a chance to apply Void. We're going to have this, and it's going to apply Doom whenever our bunnies hit enemies. Going to be insanely good. So we're going to go ahead and take these level ups here, take some more Disarray. Area effects really nice. So we'll re-roll to see if we can get any more rabbits. I'm actually willing to use all these to cure myself another bunny, and we're going to go ahead and change off from Unchained Chaos. We're going to do some Relentless. We don't have any more of that, but now we can, ooh, Disarray. What do we want to do here? It says Burn does more damage. We'll take that one. Resilient. Leviathan, there we go. And we really don't need to have Void anymore. Like, that's it. Now we're available to essentially trade Void off for something else. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the altar, or an altar nearby. We're not worrying about Chaos Missile because we are going to be getting rid of that. And now we have almost 3 Altar of Chaos eyes on us. There we go. And the more damage we end up doing, the faster we're actually going to accumulate that chaos energy. I'm going to start turning my visibility down low so we can actually see where we're walking, see what's happening. There's Frenzied Bunny. We're going to go ahead and replace Chaotic Missile. Merciless is going there. And because we are causing... Let's see. Oh, let's go ahead and turn off these. Actually, we don't need to turn that off. I'm going to turn that back on because we do eventually want to get rid of the void. I'm going to shotgun this guy. He's down. Shotgun these two. They're down. Shotgun this guy. Down. That is how fast these guys can be killed. That is insane. So good. I am losing a lot of health here. That's mostly because I'm being super bold and standing in the face of my enemies. I'll go ahead and get that last rabbit there. And it doesn't matter if we get rid of it because, or that void there, because now we have Rabbits of Doom, essentially. You can go ahead and skip that. Powerful Strikes turn on. We'll go after that tower over there on the right. And we have quite the number of rabbits out at any given time. We are basically a petting zoo of death. This is insane. This is too good. I want to point out that on my initial run with this, when I was doing the first level and doing this is actually my quickest clear of just the base level. I cleared all 20 Void Lords by the 4 minute and I think it was like a 4 minute 35 second run to get to first Overlord, which is insane. Obviously, we're not going to be lucky to do that here, I don't think, because that's just my luck, right? I don't think there's anything a shield tower is going to do to bring them back from the brink of death, so I'm just going to finish them off here right now. Increase bunnies. There we go. Increase bunny damage. Go ahead and go up to that shield tower. Take that out. Go. Oh yeah, we definitely need some movement speed. We are taking some hits because I am not dashing enough. That is for sure. And I do like the idea that like that slashing that you see going across the screen, that is literally just our rabbits coming out and like slashing stuff nearby as they explode. It's really funny because if you look down at the bottom, you can see how many bunnies we have out at any given time. I want to say each one is like an individual instance. So my first one says there's 13 rabbits, 11 rabbits, and then I have 11, 10, 11, 11. So there is a crap ton of rabbits running about. Let's go ahead and take area effect. Why not? I'm going to go ahead and fill up my Altar of Chaos. There we go. We got 2 of the eyes getting ready to drop off. That's fine. That's more than fine. They're all dead. And if we get lucky, maybe we can actually finish this sub 5 minutes. That'd be really nice. That. Ooh. 5 additional rabbits. Pretty nice. Critical strikes might now burn. Burning Doom rabbits. I say rabbits, but obviously it's bunnies. I don't know what the difference between the two is, but I guess there is. We're gonna go powerful strikes. Increase damage on our bunnies. Behemoth, sure, why not? Our last set of Demon Lords, or Void Lords, is up. Go ahead and refill our Altar of Chaos. I am stuck on this wall. That's unfortunate. There we go, and right at the 5-minute mark, so not the 4-minute 35-second clear I had earlier, but we are on a level that is slightly tankier than what we were doing before. We can go ahead and run into 1. So far, even like at a 5-minute, that is really fast. I think that still beats my fastest time to get into Overlord 1. So right now, Rabbits is looking pretty good. Go, my pretties. The Wicked Witch of the West had flying monkeys. Well, nothing needs flying around here. Agile. For increased movement speed, just stick and go. Multicast, sure, why not? We don't even have enough power yet to get our altar running. We got 1. We were able to get 1. Impending doom. Doom will always apply burn, okay. Hello, my dude. There you go. Area effect, sure. Dead. Awesome. And now all we gotta do is basically farm some elites. 120% area. And that area is very important because the area just says that whenever those rabbits are exploding, or those bunnies are exploding, they're doing damage in even bigger radius around them. I say we go with Merciless. I didn't really realize that our cast frequency was so high already. We're up to 130% cast frequency? Really? Color me surprised. Burning now is proc even more, so that's good. We'll go with Agile. Dead. Good Disarray. Damage increase. There we go. That's a good one. And I heard the shield tower come up, as there's usually like an audio clue or a cue for it, but it seems as though rabbits pick out the tower pretty easy on the pro. Frequency of rabbits, there we go. Alright, guys. Alright. Yeah, stood no chance. Whenever you apply a burn portion that's dealt up front, always a good one. Fire amplification. Looks like we lost 2 of the eyes. We need to stand on altar. There we go. We're about to lose 2 more as well, so we need to try to focus on gaining some energy from smiting some of our foes here. Got 3 of the eyes. Alright. Let's take an extra dash. A little too late in the game for us to be taking it, but, you know, I think we're pretty much at a point where we can do whatever the hell we want and get away with it. Our bunnies are running amok. Alright. Ooh. Even more bunnies. You know, whenever like a bunny is playing, I think someone told me a long time ago that whenever bunnies do little hops and they're like playing, it's called doing a binky. And something tells me these rabbits are just exploding, and just for absolute disrespect, they just probably do little binkies around the enemy's feet. That's the kind of chaos I need in my life. Alright, there you go. Almost done. There he is. Golden. Alright, and we'll do another Overlord. I think we should go into Overlord 2. I want to see if we can actually ramp this up even faster. I'm actually very excited to see what my damage looks like after we complete this. Get all those buttons. All I want is some love and disarray.
One fight at a time. One empire at
And look at them go. They're multiplying. Like bunnies. Yeah. It's like, I can't get over how much stuff is being done. I'm very passive in this whole affair. Like, they're doing this all on their own. The bunnies have taken over. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was really fast. Yeah, no, I felt like, oh, I'm gonna lose my life here. Apparently I'm not being very safe with the amount of health I have. I don't think I'll be able to recover either. You know, I'm okay if I die, because I've got 2 other lives, but I'm doing so much damage, and I'm mostly doing this because I'm sticking close to the enemies. Doesn't really seem like that's a concern anymore. All I need to really focus on now, Jesus, is making sure that I keep my altars of chaos powered up. Yep, that's them gone. And they're about to be summoned again. We already see on the right side, we're already halfway to our next series of lords. And this is our last, no, second to last set, okay. There we go. And, you know, knock on wood, it looks like we're still fairly healthy here. Last set of lords coming up. Can we maintain the 80 health we have, or get some more? And absolutely dominate these fools. Just like that, we dominated those fools. That is it. At 10 minutes and 1 second, we were able to get through 2 overlords in the initial stage with just our Doom Bunnies. So let's look at the damage. Looks like our Doom Bunnies did 8.5 billion points of damage. Affliction Orbs being our artifact power doing 640 or 639 damage. You want to be Fragments of Chaos. I don't actually know what that's part of. Huh. I want to assume that's probably off of one of my chaos things. Oh, it's oh yeah. Chaos, Fragments of Chaos, Chaos Wall, Chaos Vortex, and Chaotic Pillar. Those are all from the Chaos Altars. My thing, my trait. Unchained Chaos doing 1.3 million. Void 878.7, but only taking that so we can get the Void. I think that was a pretty strong build overall. That was really fun. I enjoyed that. Again, as far as skills wise, just to walk you through it, we do focus on taking Frenzied Bunnies, but you do want to take a Void skill. You don't have to take Void specifically. You want to take a Void skill just so you're offered the passive that lets you have Doom on your abilities at a chance. As far as you can scale that one up, the better off you are, just causing that dot. With the amount of rabbits we have, you're stacking up a lot of Doom on it. Well, it's just going to make things even better. As far as our rune wise go, again, our versatility runes are Weapon Expert, Reroll Mastery, and Endless Refill. Although you can take Material Harvest if you're low on materials and need to level up your characters. As far as our Tenacity runes, we're taking Dash Mastery, Never Leave Home Without It. Controlled Chaos, Singular Focus because we want as many Frenzied Bunnies as we can, and I took extra help because we only had 1 point left over, and this does give us an extra bunny. As far as skill tree goes, of course, you do want to focus on filling out anything for Altar of Chaos, and then you can pretty much go out from there. So that being said, that is the Chaoswalker, and the build we're going to be calling that one is General Disarray build. That being said, if you like this content, you want to see more builds like this, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think of the build, and let me know what characters you want to see next, or if you have a character that you want me to try out. But until next time, you guys take care, and I will catch you all in my video. Later.